not every make is going to be a slam dunk. And well, look at this sports bra. Let me tell you about all of the unfortunate decisions that I made that resulted in this thing. I'm Maddie with Maddie Sews, and thanks for hanging with me, you all. So today, I wanted to share with you my Sophie sports bra by Sedona Patterns. Now, you all, I'm going to be 100% honest. This sports bra, it's real rough looking, and it's primarily my fault. I made a bunch of bad decisions. I tried to cut corners, and it just made my life so much more difficult. Will I wear this thing? Absolutely. Am I gonna wear it out and expose? Oh, heck no. So let me tell you about the actual sports bra, the sizing, and then we'll get into the series of unfortunate decisions. So this sports bra is a Sophie sports bra. And this pattern actually comes as either a sports bra or a tank with pockets. Now I opted to make view A, which is the sports bra. This sports bra does have a keyhole opening in the back. It has a band that goes around your the underbust, so around your rib cage. And then it has bindings that go around the arms and the neckline. This pattern does call for stretchy fabric. So you're going to be looking at like your athletic knits, your athletic wear type of fabrics. Nylon spandex, poly spandex, jersey, or any other type of like cotton spandex that has 50% stretch. Now I would recommend 50% four-way stretch, which is both vertically and horizontally. However, this pattern doesn't indicate if it is either two-way stretch or four-way stretch. I recommend four-way. For this pattern, I decided to make the size XXL, which covers a 44 to 46 inch bust. This pattern does have princess seams, so you can do a full bust adjustment on it to get a really good fit. But because I was trying to cut corners, that's not what I did. Because I consider myself a pretty busty person. For example, my under bust is 35 inches, but my full bust is 44. I decided to go in with the XXL and then attach a smaller band. Now, the reason why I felt like this smaller band would just kind of work out all around was because it does have that keyhole opening. So what happens is when you attach a smaller band, it basically brings that keyhole in. So it gives it a bit of a different shape. And well, that's how I ended up with this shape, which I'm pretty okay with. Now let's talk about all of the different decisions that I made that just weren't good. Off the bat, I knew that I wanted to make this sports bra reversible, mostly because I have a donut and Jellybean pair of tights. But they really didn't work out, and the reason was because when you're sewing it together, because you're putting the two fabrics together, and I wasn't using a binding or a band, I sewed the fabrics, flipped them in, and then I put elastic around all of the edges to kind of give it a little bit more support and do what the binding would have done, which would have been like to stick it against your body, right? So that way you don't have pieces that are flipping out. Well, that worked out, but my seam allowances ended up making the actual sports bra a little lower than it was intended to be. And so that's why it came out a little further on my bust than I would have liked it to have been. But that wasn't actually the biggest issue. And this is why people tend to muslin, especially bras, because it's really hard to get a good fit the first time out. When I had this thing entirely sewn together and I tried it on without the bottom bands, the actual shoulders were too long. And so at that point, I had to decide, okay, well, do I take apart this entire bra or do I try to make it work up here? Well, I decided to just kind of snip off all of the extra fabric that I didn't need here, overlap, and kind of zigzag stitch over that, just in an effort to kind of get this thing done and into my drawers. And well, this was the result. That was a horrible decision. I don't know why I ever thought that that was going to look good. It looks really bad. It looks bad on both sides, actually. I ended up removing about 2 3/4 inches off of the shoulders up there. So that's something that I would actually note for the next version that I make, so that way the straps aren't too long. I've had this long strap issue on practically every bra that I've made, every sports bra. And that's because my busts are so heavy that it pulls the garment forward. So I always have to shorten the straps so that way it allows it to like kind of pull forward but still provide the support that I need. And the place that I prefer to shorten that from is the back strap because it pulls to the front. So if you have a larger bust like I do, that's something that you may want to consider doing yourself. Now you can see in the pictures that I've taken that my seams do pull forward at varying lengths, and it's just because I did a really sloppy job, first off, of cutting off these little bits from the shoulders, but secondly, I should have removed it from the back like I would have in other patterns. So that's just something that I'm going to note for the future for the next time that I make this actual pattern. The other thing that I had to correct for myself is that I found this pattern to be a bit too long. And because it was about 1 inch longer than I needed it to be, it wasn't really providing any support to my bust. But unfortunately, because I had already sewn on this band and had everything in there, it was gonna be a doozy to go in, remove it, do it all again. I mean, honestly, I probably should have cut another bra, but I didn't have any more fabric because I used it all up on my Sophie tights. No, not the Sophie tights. I used it all up on my Elizabeth tights. Here, I mean, these are the scraps. I tried to cut more. It wasn't happening. To correct the issue of it being too long, I actually just went ahead and folded up my waistband and sewed it at the bottom and then at the top. And I think I called it a waistband, but it's not a waistband. It's, you know, the band that goes around the bottom of the bust. That band. And so you can see I did a really poor job of sewing that together. Again, unfortunate decisions. Just to kind of round up all of the changes that I'll make to my next version of this, I'm going to shorten the back straps by 2 3/4 inches. I'm going to raise the armholes by about 1/4 inch if I'm making another reversible version, which I probably will. I'm going to continue to use the shorter band and elastic, but I'm going to shorten the length of the actual sports bra, and I'm going to bring that up an entire inch. And then I think I'll have the perfect fitting sports bra. I did make the Jellybean side though, because I am planning a pair of donut and Jellybean tights too. It's gonna be so much fun. And actually, although this thing looks really rough right here while I'm holding it in my hands, I will say that I'm still gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear it, I'm gonna work out with it, it's pretty supportive. Oh, I forgot. In terms of support, I did underline this with some power net. That stuff makes a big difference. I'm gonna be wearing this on the French fried side to my trainer's turkey burner, like his in-home workout that he's gonna be having on Sunday at 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna whip up the tights that I already know fit because I've made those before, and that'll be a much nicer experience. And I'm gonna wear it with this and probably a shirt over it because I don't want anyone seeing this mess. If you want to exercise with me, I'm going to put the link in the description box below. It's going to be this Sunday at 1 o'clock via Zoom, so you can do it from your own home. And you are. If you're interested in seeing the pattern that I'm going to make for the tights, check out the Elizabeth tights right here, because I'm going to make those tights in my chicken and waffle and French fry fabric. And until next time, you all, I sincerely hope that you find joy and have a wonderful day.